Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram. We are working with equal groups with a problem related to TEKS 5.3b, and we'll solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a warehouse with some boxes. We've got some shelving units, and we're looking for the total boxes. Before we try to figure out what operation we're going to use, let's see if we can figure out what type of problem this is. And what I'm seeing here is it's asking us for a total. All right, so we don't have the total. That means we're probably going to add or we're going to multiply. That's what you do when you're looking for the total. And then if we're looking for if we have different parts, then we would be looking for some type of addition, like a part whole. Take a look at this. We've got 265 boxes on each of its 38 shelving units. Okay, so this is letting us know that we've got 38 shelving units. And so this is going to be our number of groups. And this is making me think we're going to deal with an equal groups problem because an equal groups problem has total, has a number of groups, has a number in each group, and then something that lets us know that we're dealing with equal groups. Okay, so 265 boxes. This is how many is on each group. Um, if we've got 38 shelving units, there's going to be 38 groups, and inside each of those groups, we've got 265, so we'll call that number in each group. 265 in each group. We're counting a shelving unit as a group. And then it's this word each. This word each lets us know that we have equal groups because that means every single shelving unit literally has 265 boxes. It's the same on each group. And when we have equal groups, we can represent this with a strip diagram that is focusing on equal groups. So when we're looking for the total, this is what we're going to do. We're going to draw a bar here. We're just going to kind of break it apart with a question mark in the middle. You can have an entire bar go across the top if you want to, the bottom. There's a lot of different ways to represent it. And then we want to draw equal groups. Now, if this were a much smaller number, what we would do is we would literally draw 38 groups. And inside each group, we would draw 265, 265, 265. Because that's what we have here. We've got 265. That's one group. 265 the next group, 265 the next group. But not only would it be a waste of time, I don't know if we have enough space to literally draw 265 groups 38 times. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to draw a little arrow and we're just going to say 38 times. And that's going to let me know I've got 38 groups with 265. So now I've represented this problem with a strip diagram. And I can use multiplication because that's what's going to help us whenever we have equal groups. We always use multiplication or division. And since we're looking for the total, it's going to be multiplication. So let's multiply 265 times 38. And since we're fifth graders, we can just use the standard algorithm. No need to do any type of breaking apart or partial products. So 8 times 5 is going to be 40. So make sure we're carrying that 4. 6 times 8 is 48. We're going to add 4 more. That's going to get us 52. And then we get 8 times 2 is 16. We're going to add the 5. That will get us 21. Now, I always recommend either erasing or scribbling through whatever you carry before you start that next row. You don't want to accidentally, add that 5 or that 2 if that belonged to the 8 and not necessarily the 3. Now we're going to focus on the 3. 3 times 5 is going to be 15. Carry that 1. 3 times 6 is 18. Add that 1 is going to be 19. And then 6 plus that 1 is going to give me 7. Now we got to add them up. And I've got 7, and there we go. So 10,070 or 1070, if you want to say it like that. And we see that we have a few close answers, but our answer here is going to be C, 10,070.